Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. Randy Orton, the ruthless king of the ring, had his sights firmly set on Cody Rhodes and the undisputed WWE Championship. Orton's preparation for the big title match is underway, and he's putting his skills to the test against the megastar LA Knight tonight. Santos Escobar is making his way to the ring as he prepares to face Dragon Lee in a match fueled by revenge and frustration. Escobar's European Championship reign is under constant threat, and after last week's costly interference from Andrade, he's looking to take out his anger on Lee in tonight's rematch. Piper Niven prepares to take on Naomi in a match that could give her and Chelsea Green a crucial advantage ahead of their Women's Tag Team Championship bout at Clash at the Castle. Here comes the irresistible force to start the night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From San Diego, California, she is the irresistible force, Nia Jax.
The imposing figure of Nia Jax is making her way to the ring, her confidence and dominance on full display as she prepares to take on Zelina Vega. Jax is undoubtedly focused on her match, but she's also likely keeping a watchful eye on the entrance ramp, aware that WWE Women's Champion Becky Lynch could potentially try to get involved.
And her opponent. From Queens, New York, representing Latino World Order, Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega is electrifying the crowd as she makes her way to the ring, her determination and fire evident in every step. Vega knows an upset win over the formidable Nia Jax would be a career-defining moment, and she's ready to put everything on the line to make it happen. Nia Jax wastes no time asserting her dominance, charging in with ruthless intensity as the bell rings. You can see the message she's sending loud and clear. This isn't just about Zelina Vega tonight. It's about Becky Lynch and the title at Clash at the Castle. Nia Jax continues to punish Vega with relentless aggression, trying to snuff out any hope of a fight back. But Vega digs deep, showing heart and resilience as she finds an opening and begins to turn the tide. Vega starts to frustrate Nia Jax with her explosive speed and agility, darting in and out before Jax can react. The momentum shifts as Vega takes control, leaving Jax struggling to adjust to the pace of the match. Vega thinks she's sealed the upset and dives into the cover, the crowd roaring with anticipation. Jax powers out at the last moment, reminding everyone just how tough and dangerous she really is. Jax sidesteps the incoming strike with precision, and just like that, the momentum swings back in her favor. She unleashes a brutal onslaught, erasing Vega's earlier offense and re-establishing her dominance with even greater intensity. Jax stays in complete control, imposing her will with every move as she keeps Vega grounded and overwhelmed. Vega looks for an opening, but the sheer force of Jax's dominance leaves her with little room to rally. Jax hauls Vega onto the top turnbuckle, and you can sense the danger rising with every step she takes upward. With ruthless intent, Jax lifts Vega onto her shoulders and drops her down with a thunderous avalanche Samoan drop. The end is in sight as Jax traps Vega in the corner, climbs the ropes, and descends with the crushing force of the Annihilator. Jax's celebration is abruptly ended as Becky Lynch storms the ring to strike Jax down with a vicious hit using the WWE Women's Championship belt, seeking revenge for past attacks. Ashante the Adonis is strutting to the ring with a microphone in hand, a confident smirk on his face as he prepares to speak his mind and get something off his chest. Adonis is lavishing praise on the unstoppable force that is Omos, warning that Kevin Owens has made a grave mistake by offending the Giant, and now Adonis is putting Owens on notice. Adonis ups the ante, challenging Owens to face Omos in a street fight next week. Owens accepts the challenge and swiftly ends the confrontation by taking out Adonis with the microphone and then silencing Adonis with a stunner.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at a combined weight of 492 pounds, they are the team of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Street Profits is bursting into the ring with high energy, their infectious enthusiasm and charisma igniting the crowd as they prepare to take on the Culling, With a big title match against New Catch Republic looming, Dawkins and Ford are looking to build momentum by dismantling Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, and they're not going to hold back.
And their opponents. Weighing in at a combined weight of 511 pounds, representing the culling, they are the team of Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen.
Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen are making their ominous presence known, their dark and brooding personas radiating an aura of menace as they step into the ring to clash with the Street Profits. With Sean Spears' guidance, Briggs and Jensen have unleashed their shadowy sides, and they're looking to tap into that same darkness to overpower Dawkins and Ford. Montez Ford bursts out of the gate with explosive energy, immediately putting Brooks Jensen on the back foot. The Street Profits are firing on all cylinders, with Ford's speed creating chaos and openings early on. Angelo Dawkins tags in smoothly, and the duo begins to systematically wear down Jensen with crisp, coordinated offense. The culling struggles to find their footing as Jensen remains cut off from Briggs in the corner. Angelo Dawkins keeps the pressure on, showing no signs of letting up as he controls the pace. Jensen is clearly still reeling, unable to mount any kind of response against the relentless assault. The Street Profits continue to impress with flawless teamwork, seamlessly rotating as Dawkins brings Ford back into the action. Ford picks up right where his partner left off, staying all over Jensen and refusing to give him any breathing room. Jensen finally finds a crucial opening, digging deep to turn the tide against Ford. With a burst of strength, he delivers a punishing counter before reaching Briggs for the much-needed tag. Briggs storms into the ring with intensity, using his raw power to turn the momentum in the Culling's favor. Ford struggles to withstand the onslaught as Briggs barrels through him with commanding presence. Ford digs deep and finds a burst of resilience, managing to turn the tables on Briggs and drive him into the corner. He goes for the blockbuster, but Briggs has it scouted and responds with a perfectly timed super kick. Briggs charges ahead with authority, staying aggressive as he keeps Ford on the defensive. But just when it looks like he's in full control, Ford slips out of danger and shifts the momentum with quick reflexes. He drives Briggs into the corner and reaches out to bring Dawkins back into the action. In perfect sync, the Street Profits hit the revelation, landing a devastating statement on Briggs. The Street Profits are celebrating a hard-fought victory, but their triumph is short-lived as WWE Tag Team Champions New Catch Republic storms the ring, brutally taking down Dawkins and Ford to seek revenge and assert their dominance.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
Piper Niven is storming into the ring, her intense gaze and powerful physique commanding attention as she prepares to take on Naomi in what promises to be a fierce and uncompromising match. Niven's sights are set on the Women's Tag Team Championships, and she's using this bout to showcase her skills and build momentum for her title aspirations alongside partner Chelsea Green.
And her opponent. From Orlando, Florida, she is one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, The Glow, Naomi.
Naomi is gliding to the ring, her vibrant energy and charisma electrifying the crowd as she prepares to clash with the formidable Piper Niven in a match that promises to be a thrilling test of skills. With a score to settle after weeks of vicious attacks from Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Naomi is driven by a desire for payback and determined to prove herself as a champion worthy of respect. Naomi bursts out of the gate with intensity, her focus laser sharp as she looks to make a statement from the opening bell. She's putting her heart on display, showing exactly why she holds that championship gold, unfazed by Piper Niven's size and power. Piper Niven takes a breather on the outside, clearly regrouping after Naomi's early burst. Back in the ring, she quickly turns the tables, halting Naomi's momentum with a punishing response that shifts the tone of the match. Niven takes control with purpose, every move calculated to wear Naomi down, both physically and mentally. She's clearly targeting the champion with a long game in mind, looking to tilt the odds ahead of that crucial title opportunity. Niven uses her power to smother Naomi, keeping her grounded and unable to mount any offense. Out of nowhere, the match swings as both Naomi and Niven crash to the mat in a double takedown that leaves them reeling. Chaos erupts as Chelsea Green and Bayley rush into the ring, each trying to tip the scales for their partner. The referee quickly asserts control, fed up with the interference, and ejects both women from ringside to restore order. Niven wastes no time exploiting the chaos, driving Naomi into the corner with authority. She follows up with a crushing Vader bomb that shakes the ring, leaving Naomi down and vulnerable.
Here is your winner via pinfall, Piper Niven.
Piper Niven secures a decisive victory over Naomi, but she does not look satisfied with the damages she had caused. Niven retrieves a steel chair from beneath the ring and unleashes a brutal assault on Naomi, viciously striking her with the chair and leaving her lying motionless in the ring. Here comes SmackDown's general manager, Nick Aldis. Aldis steps into the ring, authority in his voice as he addresses the contentious European Championship situation, where multiple claimants have been vying for a title shot after beating champion Santos Escobar. Aldis announces a fatal four-way match for the European Championship at Clash at the Castle, with Escobar defending against Andrade, Braun Strowman, and Dragon Lee, a decision that aims to settle the chaos and establish a clear path forward for the title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, he is Big Jim, Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso is making his way to the ring, driven by a desire for payback and answers after the vicious, unprovoked attack by Rusev following his match last week. With a fierce determination burning in his eyes, Uso is ready to confront Rusev and settle the score in what's shaping up to be an intense and physical encounter.
And his opponent. From Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, he is the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev.
Rusev is making a strong statement with his entrance, the Bulgarian Brute's intense energy and menacing gaze commanding attention as he prepares to take on Jimmy Uso. Fresh off a brutal post-match attack on Uso last week, Rusev is looking to build on that momentum and prove that his return to the company hasn't dulled his edge. Rusev wastes no time as he charges out with intensity, clearly determined to assert himself from the opening bell. Jimmy Uso is staying alert, trying to weather the early storm and find his rhythm against the returning powerhouse. Big Jim turns up the aggression, unleashing a fierce response that catches Rusev off guard. Fueled by last week's ambush, he's clearly out for payback and isn't holding anything back. Big Jim continues to pour on the punishment, keeping Rusev reeling with relentless offense. But Rusev suddenly turns the tide with a sharp counter that drops Jimmy hard to the mat. Just as Rusev looks ready to capitalize, Jimmy explodes with a desperate spear and dives into the cover, only for Rusev to power out at 2. Rusev narrowly avoids the super kick, shifting the momentum back in his favor with precise timing. He follows up with a ruthless assault, keeping Jimmy down as he struggles to recoup. Rusev plants Big Jim with a crushing Samoan drop, sending a clear message that he's in complete control. Without wasting a second, he locks in the accolade, and despite Jimmy's desperate struggle, the pain becomes too much, and he's forced to tap out.
Here is your winner via submission, the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev.
Rusev secures a decisive victory over Jimmy Uso, but the win only seems to fuel his aggression as he retrieves a steel chair, clearly intent on continuing the assault. Just as Rusev is about to unleash the chair on Jimmy, Jey Uso bursts into the ring, sending Rusev stumbling backward as he rushes to defend his brother and chase off the aggressor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Mexico City, weighing in at 198 pounds, representing Legado del Fantasma, he is the European champion, Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar is making a confident entrance, the champion's swagger and charisma on full display as he prepares to take on Dragon Lee. Escobar is driven by a desire to prove his worth as champion and punish Dragon Lee for his recent victory, with the Mexican luchador clearly intent on showing that he's more than just a title holder in name.
And his opponent. From Tala, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, representing Latino World Order, Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee is making a spectacular entrance, his high-flying style and infectious energy captivating the crowd as he prepares to face European champion Santos Escobar in a match that could further cement his title aspirations. Having already beaten Escobar once, Lee is looking to make a statement and prove that his upset win last week wasn't a fluke, as he stakes his claim for a championship opportunity. Both Santos Escobar and Dragon Lee come out swinging, matching each other's intensity as the action moves at a blistering pace from the opening bell. Dragon Lee begins to take control, unleashing a burst of energy that shifts the momentum firmly in his favor. Every movement is sharp and purposeful as he looks to prove he belongs in the title conversation. Escobar struggles to keep up with the relentless pace as Dragon Lee stays one step ahead. Escobar turns the tide with a well-timed counter, taking Dragon Lee to the mat and immediately locking in a punishing submission. Lee fights through the pressure, managing to break free and quickly regain his footing. He responds with a blistering knee strike, follows up with Operation Dragon, and nearly gets the win. Escobar digs deep and kicks out just in time. Escobar regains his composure after the close call, his expression shifting to one of cold focus as he starts to dominate the pace. Every move now feels calculated as Escobar looks to break down his opponent piece by piece. Escobar hoists Dragon Lee onto his shoulder forward and drives him hard into the mat with the Phantom Driver.
Here is your winner via pinfall, Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar capitalizes on his momentum to secure a win over Dragon Lee, but the victory quickly turns sour as he retrieves a steel chair, clearly intent on exacting further revenge. Escobar viciously unleashes the steel chair on Dragon Lee, continuing his assault and leaving Lee battered and bruised in the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From McDonough, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, representing A-Town Down Under, he is the United States champion, Austin Theory.
Austin Theory is making a confident entrance, the United States champion exuding an air of superiority as he struts to the ring, buoyed by his recent title win and apparent reconciliation with Grayson Waller. With momentum clearly on his side, Theory is looking to prove that he's the top dog in the United States Championship picture, and he's ready to take on all comers.
And his opponent. From Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 190 pounds, Wes Lee.
Wes Lee is making a high-energy entrance, his enthusiasm and confidence palpable as he prepares to take on United States champion Austin Theory in a match that could be a major step up for him. Lee is looking to capitalize on the momentum he's built and prove himself as a legitimate title contender, with a win over Theory potentially launching him into the championship picture. The match kicks off with high intensity as both Austin Theory and Wes Lee feel each other out, neither man giving an inch. The pace is electric early on, with the action swinging back and forth as the crowd rallies behind both competitors. Theory looks laser-focused, clearly intent on proving why he's the standard-bearer for the United States Championship. Wes Lee, on the other hand, fights with urgency and heart, fully aware that a win tonight could catapult him into title contention. Wes Lee covers after a ripcord knee strike, and Theory kicks out. Lee keeps the pressure on, hitting a devastating Canadian destroyer. Theory manages to kick out at 2. Theory finally finds an opening and counters, taking control of the match. With relentless aggression, he begins to turn the tide, methodically wearing down Lee with each passing moment. Wes Lee refuses to stay down, rallying with everything he's got as he fights back. He seizes control, showcasing his immense potential with a series of high-impact moves that leave the crowd in awe. Theory is on the back foot now, struggling to regain his footing under Lee's relentless assault. The champion is overwhelmed, unable to keep up with Lee's fast-paced offense. Just as it looks like Lee is about to take full control, Theory finds an opening and counters, shifting the momentum back in his favor. Theory is relentless, punishing Lee for his earlier defiance and showing no mercy. He puts his earlier struggles behind him, now fully in control of the match. The champion's confidence grows with every move as he methodically wears Lee down. It feels like only a matter of time before Theory secures the win and retains his title. Theory has Lee exactly where he wants him, hoisting him up on his shoulder. He drives Lee's head into his knee with the A-Town down and quickly goes for the pin.
Here is your winner via pinfall, Austin Theory.
Austin Theory secures a convincing win over Wes Lee. As Theory celebrates his victory, Ricky Saints emerges from the shadows, locking eyes with Theory in an intense stare-down that clearly signals his interest in a title shot for the United States Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is the king of the ring, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton is making a cold and calculated entrance. The king of the ring's intensity and focus palpable as he prepares to take on LA Knight in a match that appears to be a key part of his preparation for his upcoming title shot against Cody Rhodes. With his sights firmly set on the undisputed WWE Championship, Orton is putting everything on the line against the megastar LA Knight, and it's clear he's not holding anything back.
And his opponent. From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the megastar, LA Knight.
LA Knight is igniting the crowd with his electrifying entrance, the megastar's charisma and confidence on full display as he prepares to face off against the ruthless king of the ring, Randy Orton. Seeking to bounce back from his United States Championship loss, Knight is looking to make a statement against Orton, with a win potentially launching him back into contention for the top spots. The match kicks off with both Randy Orton and LA Knight evenly matched, trading blows in a heated exchange. The action swings back and forth, each competitor looking to gain the upper hand early. Knight, eager to bounce back from recent setbacks, is determined to catapult himself back into contention for a title shot of his own. Orton, with the experience and ruthlessness of a king of the ring, is hungry to prove he still has what it takes for another world title reign. Orton appears to be taking control, dictating the pace of the match. But Knight shifts the momentum, countering and slamming Orton onto the mat with authority. Knight seizes the opportunity, climbing the turnbuckles with precision and launching into a huge elbow drop onto Orton. He quickly follows up, looking for the blunt force trauma. But Orton shows his trademark resilience, powering out just before the 3 count. Orton rolls out of harm's way, quickly regaining his composure and dropping Knight with a backdrop. He senses the finish, setting Knight up for the RKO, and goes for the cover. But Knight digs deep, somehow managing to kick out at the last possible moment. Orton is undeterred, his focus unwavering, despite Knight kicking out of his RKO. He continues to mount the pressure, determined to finish the job. Grabbing Knight's head, Orton drops him with a brutal rope-hung DDT. Without hesitation, Orton follows up with another RKO and goes for the pin. Randy Orton picks up a decisive win over LA Knight, but the victory is short-lived as Cody Rhodes finally reaches his boiling point, unleashing a vicious strike with the undisputed WWE Championship belt. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.